What's up, gamers? Today we're going to be looking at the pepper sprayer SMG, which recently released with the Spec set, and it's going to be the first of the weapons that we try out from that set. I've heard good things about this SMG, I've got high hopes, I haven't actually tested it out yet. And before we do get into this, like the video if you like it, subscribe, appreciated, and Discord link in the description. Apart from that, let's get into the perks of this weapon. We've got crit rating, crit damage, energy, crit damage, and crit rating. Then what separates this weapon from every other SMG is its final perk. Standing in place for 2 seconds grants plus 11% damage, stacks up to 5 times. Moving from that position removes the effect completely. So that is 55% extra damage just for standing in place for 10 seconds. That could be very, very good. Especially with a weapon like this, it looks like it has pretty standard damage. So the 50% on top of that with everything which is going to be in the hero build, that is going to be a lot of damage output. So I can't wait to actually test this in game. But apart from that, let's go into our hero loadout and check out what's going on there. For our hero loadout, we're going to be using Beetlejuice, which has Make Account Plus, increases pistol and SMG critical damage by 225%. That is a lot. If you're running any sort of pistol or SMG build, you want to be using Beetlejuice, unless you're using Ranger Deadeye, which isn't as viable in this meta anymore. It used to be really big, but yeah, Beetlejuice is probably the better one. For our team perk, we've got Totally Rocking Out. Rocking Reef also increases crit rating by 160, decaying over 8 seconds and heals 73.75 base health. I don't usually do Totally Rocking Out builds, but for a weapon where we're going to be hitting a lot of bullets in a short amount of time, we're going to be hitting quite a few crits. So the more crit rating, the more crit damage, the total output of damage increases. For our support team, we've got Hip Shot, which increases pistol and SMG damage by 17%. Battle Beat, eliminating 10 enemies in 9 seconds grants Rocking Rift, increases damage by 50% and melee attack speed by 32%. We do have Fumble, but for the case of this video, I might actually change that to Sub-Wafers. Harvesting metal objects has a 32% chance to give Sub-Wafers. These Sub-Wafers activate Rocking Rift. Locked and Reloaded, after reloading, increases weapon damage by 15% for 5 seconds. And then we have Startup, every shot increases ranged weapon damage by 1%, up to a maximum of 25 stacks. And that's about it. The whole premise behind this build is we're going to reload, we're going to stand in one place, we're going to eat a wafer, we're going to get heaps of damage, and then hopefully we're going to melt a smasher. Let's get into this. You know what I just realised? If we swap weapon to the wafers, it gets rid of the effect. So would we rather have the wafer for the crit rating, or would we rather have the extra damage? I think we're gonna go with damage here. Let me just... I'm gonna have to reload for the extra damage. Is that it? Yeah, reload. Okay. It's really decent, I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely thought we were gonna go through at least 2 clips. We did go over 1 clip, but that was because, you know, he kind of ran through our building. But that was really good. I've heard a lot of people shit on this weapon. That's why I'm not doing a 130. But that's kind of made me change my mind. I kind of regret not doing a 130 for this video. This seems like a decent weapon from first glance. Let's do without standing still though. Let's just see how this performs. This is a 94, but it's also a 4 times. Let's get the phase shift so that we get that extra 35% damage. Okay, that's the shield. Okay. There's a lot of shielders here. A lot of shit. I shouldn't have done this one. Just get a little... Get all the initial shields off. Oh, and then we've got the healer husks. There's 2 healer husks. They're constantly healing each other. I'm not going to be able to do that. Wow, what a combination. I did see a Taker somewhere around here, which I really want to test. I really want to get into playing with this weapon more. From the Smasher test, I think it's a really okay weapon. It could do with an extended magazine, maybe. Maybe, I forget his name. the Spitfire, which has 30% extra magazine size. That might be, you know, somewhat usable with this build, especially since it has 34 in the magazine. The increase is going to be quite a lot. So 34, 3.4, 6.8, 9 point, no, 10 point something. Let's just say your magazine is going to be extended by 10 ammo if you use 30% extra, which could go a long way, especially if you're going to be spraying smashers. Because it's the kind of weapon where you need to be standing in one place, obviously, because that's a perk. So you've got to sleep in smasher as you're trying to clear out an area for some whatever reason. That's really going to help the extra magazine size. I really love this weapon. I need to get this to 130 and try it out. But for now, you're going to have to take this as a representation of how it would play if it was a 130. I've seen people play with this in 130. It didn't look as good, which is why I'm kind of like, eh. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. You know what? We're going to go into another mission and try this 130 after we take out all these. Okay, very cool, very cool. Get one of these down. Okay. Okay, this is... Oh, just about a magazine. But a lot of the shots did miss and, you know, other husks got in the way. Okay, forget that. We're not going into a 130. I'm getting a more accurate representation now that I'm using it against encampment. Okay. Is that it? I think the Smasher got me really hyped for this weapon, but in reality it's very okay. I don't play as many SMGs. The ones that I've played with are like the Bobcat or the... what's the other one called? The Rat-a-tat from the Rod set.
One of our drones has taken damage. We can't let the husks destroy the drones. Head to the crash site.
Wait, it's at about 45,000 per hit. On a good hit, it's 45,000 per tick on a 106 weapon against 940 husks. See, this isn't the best representation. I tried to pick a mission where I can fully demonstrate what it would be like to simulate a 130 experience. Because right now I do not have a lot of resources and I can't really invest into weapons I'm not going to use again. I've kind of left my teammates hanging. I kind of deliberately went to a pub to get good damage. How am I going to get around this without triggering them? Okay, let's just stand still. Let's get our 55% extra damage. I don't think we're going to be doing maximum damage because we're at a distance, but if I get any closer, I'm pretty sure I'm going to wake up. Is that the last one? Yeah, okay. Okay, that was about 54,000 from each shot. And that's without the Rocking Rift being activated. But that's with the 55%. I remember what was going through my head now when I put Fumble in the support team. It's because to eat a wafer, you're going to have to swap, right? With Fumble, you just pick it up. So... yeah, this isn't... oh god, I'm aiming terribly. By the way, if the video sounds different, it's because I'm using a different controller. My one that I usually use to record videos has, you know, gained a drift, unfortunately. So I can't really play with that one, or record with it. Okay, we just shredded through that healer though, with the shield off. This video might be longer than usual, because I don't know. I should have played it with this before. Most of these videos, I usually use them beforehand to get a general idea of how they work. I just went straight into this one, and now it's going to be a long video, because I'm like, is it good, or is it bad? I can't tell. It's usable. It's usable, but I want to get a clear statement if it's good or bad. Oh god. Oh, the husks are pushing me around. Oh, I lost the extra damage because I got pushed by a healer. See, it's not one-shotting the husklings, which I can understand because it is a rapid fire weapon. It's not going to be one-shotting stuff. It has such a fast fire rate. That's 9k damage. So when you crit, it's doing about 45k, and when you don't, it's about 9k. got a very... We had a mixture of damage from that one. I should have really assessed how much damage it was doing to the husk when we did the 55%. Not the husk, the smasher. I think... Okay. Just do one more. See how fast we can go through a husky husk. And then I'm just going to throw out a final conclusion because I don't want this video to go on for too long. Okay, I think we got our last one. Is that it? Yeah. About 50k damage per shot. Okay, I've come to a conclusion. Let's just get rid of these. Oh. Just... What about this actually? This is what I'm going to conclude with this weapon. It's good, but it heavily depends on your playstyle. If you're in one spot, there's a horde approaching you, you know, spray it down, you've got all that extra damage. You're defending your Atlas, you're running around, there's husks where you're spraying, right? That's where you're going to have to use your wafers. If you are casually killing husks, it's okay to stand still and get that extra damage. So it's a very dependent weapon on the situation. But if you were just using it casually, I think it's a very decent SMG. It's nothing special. It's not bad, but it's just there. It's another SMG. Use it if you please. But I think that's about it for this video. Thank you for watching. It was kind of a strange video. I really regret some choices in this video, like not making this at 130 or testing it beforehand. It's a very different type of weapon, and I thought it was going to be just a standard SMG I can go and run. It isn't. Go use it for yourself. I think your opinion matters most in this kind of situation, because, as I said, it's very dependent on your playstyle. So, like the video, subscribe, thanks for watching, and goodbye.